Damon Bruce here. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. The weekend of hoops continues. It'll be the Chicago Bulls facing off against the Milwaukee Bucks. And now let's toss it over to Kevin Harlan with the rest of the 2K crew. I'll catch you at the break.
Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. Okay, first for the Bulls. Paxson is out there with Jordan. We've got Corzine. They'll be watching him boxing out, maneuvering for the easy baskets inside. They'll be counting certainly on his production. And it's Oakley in at the 4. And looking at the Bucks, Hodges is out there with Moncrief. Then it's Pressing, and it's Cummings in at the power forward position.
The Bucks actually made it back into the playoffs last season, but it wasn't because they were dominant at home. Only 21-20 at the Bradley Center, and those 21 wins were the fewest of any team that played in the playoffs.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Here is Hodges. Cummings in the post, defended by Oakley. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Clark, as you said, the Bucks didn't offer a lot as far as protecting their home court. In the end, it could come back to bite them as they lost 2 in a row on their home floor and got swept out of the playoffs, Steve, by Miami.
Well, that was a pretty tough matchup for anybody, but for Milwaukee, a team that was below 500, that was near impossible. But look, it was a struggle for the Bucks. We expected that, but getting to the playoffs was an accomplishment. We'll see if they can build on that this year. You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
I see him. Kick it out.
Passes to Cummings. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Paxson with the ball. Now let's find out what head coach Don Nelson had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, he talked about how tough a matchup the Bulls are for any team because of their defense. He said Coach Thibodeau really knows how to prevent an offense from doing what they want. The Bulls are experts in taking away options. If we're going to win, we'll have to find a lot of different ways to get points. Indeed, they will, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Moncrief kicks to Cummings. And it's good. Cummings got 6.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Now the Bulls with it. Backing down is Jordan. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just another one of his many post moves down low. Well, guys, with the style of defense he plays, an opponent better make sure every pass is a smart one if he's around. Because if it's not, it'll be in his hands before you know it, heading the other way for an easy lay-in.
And also, Steve, I think he's the definition of a lockdown defender. It doesn't matter what style of player he's up against. He can handle just about anything that's thrown at him.
Free throw good, Jordan.
Bulls had won the Central each of the last 2 seasons, but were unable to make it 3 in a row as the Pacers grabbed the Central Division title last season. Still, considering the injuries, the Bulls had a good run.
Now here is Moncrief. Here's Cummings, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot, he'll go to the free throw line.
Red hot right out of the gates. 4 for 4 shooting.
And back to the Bulls. They went 9-7 in division last year, Steve, and kept pace with the Pacers for a while for the title, but never could really close the gap.
Seems like the Bulls are always in the mix for the Central Division title. I mean, since the realignment in 2004, the Bulls have never finished in the bottom of this division, and more often than not, they're in one of the top 2 spots.
Guys, how about the Bulls being able to nab the 5th seed in the East last season, in large part due to how they were able to play on the road? Of course, when you play tough, solid defense like they do, it makes it easier to be competitive and string together road wins.
And Milwaukee has possession after the Bulls pick up 2. Moncrief the pass to Pressey. And there's the feed to Cummings. The baseline jumper goes down. Cummings got 10. And for the Bulls, defense is one of the few things in the NBA that can neutralize a home court advantage. And Steve, a big part of why they had the success they had on the road.
Yeah, they went 21-20 away from the United Center, and one of only 5 teams in the entire East who managed to stay above 500 away from home. That's a real tribute to this team and the coaching staff.
Here's Moncrief. After the made shot from Cummings. Clock at 6. Gets it to go. 12 points for him.
He is just tearing it up this court. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Jackson kicks to Banks. The dish now to Jordan. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Pierce is checked in for Moncrief.
Well, after a brief 2-year drought, the Bucks got back to the playoffs this past season, but it wasn't pretty once they got there. With several guarantees from players about upsetting the Heat, they didn't win a single game and were swept by the Miami Heat.
Good. Cummings got 14.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 8. And that one's good. 10 points for him. Back to the Bucks in the playoffs. In every aspect, they were overmatched by the Heat, and no one really thought they would upset them. But many thought, Steve, that they would at least get a game.
Well, I wasn't one of them, Kevin. I thought they were overmatched from the start. And you could tell in that series, Miami wasn't even interested until the fourth quarter. They knew they could just flip a switch and beat this Milwaukee team. And that's exactly what they did.
Here is Hodges. After the made shot from Jordan, just 5 to shoot. Hodges the pass to Cummings. And again, it's Milwaukee converted.
How about this display? He made all 8 of his field goals to start this game.
Steve, he's come out smoking. I mean, scoring with such ease and fluidity.
Here's Sellers. Jackson kicks to Jordan. Pierce covering. Fader on the way. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Pierce. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Kicks it to Cummings. Backs him down. And Pierce gets it to go on the assist by Cummings.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Chicago trailing here. Outside Jordan. Left side Banks. Back to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Jordan's got 14 points.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
Outside Pierce. And there's the pass to Cummings. Backs down. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Now, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Brown is checked in for Corzine. Waiters comes in for Sellers. Turner's checked in, and Threets subbed in for Jordan. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Bulls have gone 8 of 8. What a hot start for them. Pass to Threet. The screen from Brown. Makes it off the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Now here's Lucas. It's Pierce with the drive. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Chicago leading. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at them.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game.
Paxson. It's rebounded by Mokeski.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
And Pierce, here we go. Passes it to Reynolds. Wide open look, and the shot is good.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
Here's Paxson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Out to Turner. Brown outside. Back to Turner. 6 to shoot. 16 feet away. No good off the back of the rim.
Great look. Disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down.
Pierce with it. Now defended by Paxson. The kick out to Pierce. Brewer with the screen for Pierce. Dishes it to Lucas. And he's through it on the 3-ball. And now it's a 3-point lead.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Threet. Pass to Paxson. And shot is good that time. Paxson's got his first bucket in this one. And here's Lucas. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Chicago making a switch here. .59 seconds left in the first quarter. He dishes it to Bradley. Shot clock at 6. Fires, high post, and the jumper falls for him. And the Bucks lead by 3. Paxson with the ball. The pass to Myers. He kicks to Turner. Here is Paxson. He passes to Myers. 6 on the shot clock. Chicago shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the Bulls making a change here. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Paxson against Lucas. He feeds it to Cummings. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
For Milwaukee, they have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
They have a very average shooting team in terms of the free throw line, about 76% a year ago.
That's good from Cummings. Here's Paxson. Jacks up a three. No good on that. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And I love the penetration because we're seeing a team that's attacking the lane, forcing the defense to collapse, and you're going to see some easy points as a result.
You know, the Bucks were the last team to make it into the Eastern Conference playoffs, and part of the reason that happened was because they didn't really do well against the rest of the conference. 24 and 28 against the East.
Gets it to go.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
And here's Moncrief. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. They get it back. Here's Sikma. His first attempt of the game finds the target. And the Bucks lead by 4.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out, that's the result you get right there.
So it's Chicago now. Pass to Myers. Pulls up, high post, drained for 2 points. Clark, as you were saying, the rest of the Eastern Conference got the better of the Bucks. Had they been a little tougher against some of the lesser teams in their own conference, they might not have had to deal with the Heat in the first round of last year's playoffs.
Well, the Bucks tried to mix things up last year. Remember, they made the big trade at midseason, too, going for J.J. Redick and moving on from some of their young players. And I think that changed. And, of course, the coaching switch from Scott Skiles to Jim Boylan. So they lost some of their momentum.
Already he's looking at a scurry foul. I think the coach would probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
Well, he gives them a terrific option whenever they've got the ball because he's mastered a lot of the moves that you need to be a premier scorer down in the low block.
And, guys, he plays a tough brand of basketball. His biggest tool and asset is his strength, and he uses it every time down the court.
That's good from Cummings.
Well, the Bulls battled in last year's postseason. Got a Game 7 win in Brooklyn to sneak out of round 1 in what was one of the more interesting series of the first round, but then fell to the Heat in round 2.
Lucas against Paxson. Jordan. Six to shoot. Passes it to Corzine. Back to Jordan. From about 16. Another one falls for Chicago. And for the Bulls, no Rose the whole time, and they had questions constantly being asked if he would return, but the team came together, Steve, and showed the Bulls aren't just a one-man show.
You know, they missed him, though, Kevin, I mean, desperately. I thought they performed admirably, but they really needed him against the Heat. They were able to steal Game 1 in that Eastern Conference semifinal matchup, but without him, the Bulls just didn't have enough firepower to beat Miami.
Hodges checked in for Milwaukee. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Feeds it to Cummings. And stolen by Oakley. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Jordan. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Boy, nice one-man fast break on that one.
It sure was a stylish finish to cap it off, too.
Sellers checked in for Charles Oakley. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Pressey. Sigma. Corzine defending. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Well, I tell you what, you consider all the injuries the Bulls had last year, and you look at the 34-18 mark against the Eastern Conference, and it's absolutely remarkable considering what they had to go through personnel-wise.
And back to the Bulls in the East, it wasn't just one guy who stepped in the shoes of Rose or the departed auction. It was a group effort.
You know, you looked at the roster last year, you kind of scratch your head and go, how is this team going to get to the second round without Derrick Rose? But they did it with a group of role players, with a front line that was tough and nasty and rebounded well, and with great coaching, too.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Pressey passes to Hodges. Here's Pressey, defended by Banks. Pressey against Paxson. And Pressey gets it to go.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Now here's Banks. Now Paxson. Just 5 on the clock. And it's stolen by Moncrief. Banks against Pressey. There's the feed to Moncrief. There's the pass to Pressey. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Pressey's got 4 points in the quarter. Bulls trail by 8. Banks with the ball. Dish to Jordan. Moncrief defending. On the money with the open jumper. 20 points for Jordan.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Moncrief kicks to Cummings. He passes it to Hodges. Here's Sigma. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. He's got 7.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Chicago calls timeout. Without question, Terry Cummings displaying his skills today.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Pierce is checked in for Milwaukee. Bulls trail by 8. Outside Jordan. Gets it to go. Jordan's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Pass to Pressey. No luck. And it's Chicago the other way. Here's Paxson. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And now it's just a 4-point Bucks lead.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over him.
Kicks to Cummings. Doubled by Banks. Passes it to Hodges. Outside Pierce. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lock at 6. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Pressey's got 6.
And he's starting to pick things up here after a tough first quarter.
Paxson kicks to Banks. Pass to Paxson. Rejected by Hodges. Here's Preston. He's got 6. The pass to Hodges. Outside Pierce. Dishes it to Cummings. Puts it up from 17. And that one's good. And now it's an 8-point Bucks lead.
He shouldn't be afraid to take that shot more often. He's solid from this.
Here's Jordan. And that one's good. Jordan's got 24.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back out to the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical, it's been fast, it's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Charles Oakley, he's checked in for Sellers, and Threets subbed in for Paxson. He dishes it to Cummings. Pass to Pressey. Misses the 3. Bulls trail by 6. Outside Jordan. Pass to 3. Trying his luck deep. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. 5 points in the game. For Milwaukee, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Back to Cummings. He kicks to Pierce. Pass to Hodges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Here's Cummings. It's rebounded by Banks. The Bulls shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. Threet. The drive by Jordan. Outside Banks. Back to Jordan. 18 feet out. That's good. And now just a 1-point Bucks lead. Here is Hodges, looking for his first basket still in this one. Back to Cummings, and the pass to Hodges. Back to Cummings, 5 to shoot. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong and together.
Yeah, and very aggressive, too. Keeping defense off balance with their ball movement. I like the way they look.
Now here's Jordan. 26 points for him. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
He's just too quick for his man. Left him in the rearview mirror and knocked it down.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. Here's Lucas. The shot is off. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Bulls lead by 2. Folks, stay tuned for the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Sunday action is in full swing, so let's break down the first half for you. Chicago in a close one against Milwaukee. They've capitalized on their trips to the charity stripe, and that's been crucial. Charles Oakley getting it done through 2 quarters. Nobody out there has been able to slow him down. Meanwhile, the Bucks not to be outdone. They've been very focused on the defensive end, generating steals, showing a high-level activity and aggression defensively. Terry Cummings has been the X factor. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it. Thanks so much for spending halftime with me. Now let's head on back out to Kevin and the gang.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Now, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Really an extraordinary game for Jordan. He has 29 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, and that's something that's important for him and his team. Getting a few extra points and knocking those free throws down. And
How about that basketball fan? Beautiful. Wow.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I'd say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
A big problem for the Bucks last season was closing out games in the fourth quarter. You know, too often they would see their defense fall to the wayside as soon as the game started heading down the stretch. And as a result, they lost a lot of close ones.
Pass to Hodges. Fires the three. Gets it to go. Hodges has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
well, you know, when they need a big three, he's the guy they look to. He's about as reliable a deep threat as you're going to find.
And the consistency of his jump shot is another thing we should say about him. I mean, it doesn't matter how many defenders are flying at him, his stroke is never changing.
Jordan dishes to Banks. Corzine somehow ignores the tight D and gets the way up. And the Bulls lead by 4. Well, Clark, you brought it up. The Bucks defense would be solid for 3/4 of the game, but would just not look like they were supposed to be in the fourth quarter at all. Not sure, Steve, if it was fatigue or something else that got to them.
I thought one of the keys was they didn't have great perimeter defense, and so even though they were a good shot blocking team, they were constantly having to cover up on penetration. And so even though you might get some shot blocks, you're also going to give up layups and offensive rebounds. That was a major problem for the Bucks last year.
Moncrief against Jordan. Backs him down. Outside Banks. Back to Jordan. It's a floater. Moncrief against Corzine. Moncrief a pass to Hodges. Here's Preston. Corzine defending. To tie. And hit. And the drop trip rolling around the rim. 9 points in the game so far.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
Jackson kicks to Jordan. He feeds it to Oakley. And it's blocked by Cummings. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been, and they're really looking good and sharp offensively.
Yeah, knocking down the open shots and really getting a nice flow to their game.
He's against Oakley for the lead. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Take a look at what Cummings done. He's got 26 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
That seems like it could have been more because he's been in position to make plays defensively most of the game.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And so Cummings nails them both. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Chicago calls timeout.
Well, they were getting run ragged out there. Good time for a timeout. Maybe it was even too late, but this club has to regroup now.
Well, I tell you what, it wasn't pretty, and they definitely needed to take a minute to talk things over.
There's the steal. Now here is Moncrief. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pressey, a screen on Oakley. Back to Moncrief. Passes it to Pressey. Banks with the block. And he recovers it. And Pressey gets it to go. Bulls trail by 4. Paxson passes to Oakley. Feeds it to Jordan. Pass to Paxson. There's the dish to Oakley. That one's off. Still out of sync. Bucks leading by 4. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. The pass to Pressey. Shot clock at 6. From 15 feet away, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
It seems like so many teams try to ignore that mid-range jumper, but they're using it well, and it's opening up their offense for them.
Has definitely given the defenders something extra to have to worry about.
Chicago calls timeout. Without question, Terry Cummings displaying his skills today.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
Chicago making a switch here. Banks dishes to Jordan. The feed to Waiters. Back to Jordan. Outside Banks. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. And the basket good. Banks has got 5. Bucks leading by 3. And here is Lucas. Sigma, Corzine defending. And it's Bradley off the drive. 6 on the shot clock. Banks against Pressey. And the shot is good. Pressey's got 6 here in this quarter.
A big part of this run here has been their ability to hit from mid-range, guys. I mean, that's unique.
Yeah, some players and teams even shy away from that mid-range jumper, but this team seems to have it dialed in from that range.
Banks kicks it over to Corzine. Jordan up top. Takes the 3. And the Bulls another 3. Here is Lucas. Pass to Pressey. Kicks it to Bradley. This is to Lucas. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sigma. Soft touch off the glass. 11 points in the game.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
The drive by Jordan. Good on the shot. Jordan's got 37.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And I think he believes that if he takes some time here to kind of talk things over, it'll be well served for this club.
And, you know, maybe this gives him an opportunity to toy around with some of their game plan while he has their attention during this break in the action.
Chicago making a switch here. And Milwaukee has possession. A 2-point game. Stolen by Waiters. Here's Paxson. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Paxson's got 6.
This game has taken on a new feel since halftime.
For sure, the energy level on both sides has gone way up after the break.
Lucas the pass to Cummings. He's against Jordan. Goes up the baseline. Clock at 6. He dishes it to Moncrief. Hits from the high post. And the Bucks lead by 2.
I'll tell you what, he's made more than a few of those in his career.
Now Jordan, 37 points for him. Jordan off a pick from Oakley. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
Free throw good, Jordan. And the Bulls making a change here. And so Jordan nails both of them.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Jordan against Hodges. He kicks it to Lucas. 13 feet away. And another basket for Milwaukee. There's 1:26 left to play in the third. Paxson with the ball. He's got 6. Banks passes to Paxson. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Paxson's got 8 points. Here's Milwaukee now. Here is Hodges. He passes to Lucas. Shot clock at 5. Fires from 14. And it's in off the backboard. Lucas has got 4 points this quarter. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
Yeah, that's the smart move there. That's how you want to end the quarter, but make sure you get a good solid possession here.
Oakley, a screen on Hodges. Jordan can't get it to go.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Hodges against Jordan. He feeds it to Cummings. No block shot on the way. Gets it to go. Cummings got 30 points. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. The drive by Jordan. Again, Chicago. 5 seconds left in the third. From deep. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still... We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've just continued to shoot well.
I like the work they've been doing in the low post, too. I mean, we've seen a lot of points coming on the inside all day.
Paxson against Hodges. It's Pierce on the wing. 5 on the clock. Passes it to Hodges. Count it from 12. Hodges has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Bucks.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
Oakley passes to Paxson. Jordan, Pierce covering. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
And I like that move to the hoop. You use your speed, go around the bigger defender.
And the Bucks with some changes. Cummings is checked in for Brewer. And it's Moncrief in for Pierce. Milwaukee in the lead. Here is Hodges. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to Moncrief. 6 to shoot. Here's Cressy. Shoots a three. It's hauled in by Oakley. Oakley's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Outside Jordan. Sellers. Now the pass to Paxson. Jordan the screen. Paxson against Moncrief. And it's stolen by Moncrief. And up the court from the Bucks on the break. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Jordan with it. Now defended by Moncrief. From the wing. The shot is off. Milwaukee leading by 3. Cummings up on top. Out to Moncrief. Pass to Hodges. Passes to Pressey. Launches a 3. And he'll sure that one drops. And now a 6-point Bucks lead.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Outside Jordan. Jordan off a pick from Oakley. The drive by Jordan. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Jordan's got 46 points. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Paxson against Hodges. Feeds it to Cummings. The 10-footer. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Paxson kicks to Banks. Now the dish to Jordan. Sellers. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Cummings. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Yeah, that didn't go down, but those are exactly the plays coaches like to see.
At the line for 2.
Easy boys, come on!
And that one misses.
Kevin, his poor free throw shooting is really taking its toll. With all of those trips to the line, it's got to be tough.
Chicago making a switch here. Corzine's checked in. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Bulls trail by 4. The drive by Jordan. Jordan off a pick from Banks. 5 to shoot. And Corzine gets it to go.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Hodges against Paxson. Cummings backs in. 17-foot shot on the way. Good. Nothing but net. Cummings got 4 points this quarter.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Chicago has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. The drive by Jordan. The feed to Oakland. Back to Jordan. 13 feet away. Good on the jump shot. Jordan's got 48.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Here is Hodges. Lets it fly. Pressey passes to Cummings. Drops in the layup for 2. Cummings got 36.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
Yeah, and that's their goal down the stretch. Continue to find those close-range shots.
Jordan with it. Now Pierce defending. The drive by Jordan. Fades and shoots. Here's Corzine. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
And that one misses. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here's the pass to Hodges. Kicks it to Cummings. And another basket for Milwaukee.
This is the kind of one-man performance that can win games for a team.
Yeah, he's unflappable, Steve. He doesn't seem rattled at all by the score, and he's now 4 for 4 in the quarter.
And they double up Jordan. Outside Banks. He tries for 3. They get it again. A second chance effort. Shot's good by Oakley.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Don Nelson gave to his team during that break. With the game still up for grabs, he simply told us guys, we're right there. Stay focused, execute, and get it done. Kevin, let's see how it plays out.
Goes up off the inbound. Hodges, that's good. Hodges has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk. Paxson kicks to Oakley. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. The jump hook, and it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Oakley. Jordan's got 50 points. Bucks have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the 4th quarter. Really getting it done. And Hodges kicks to Cummings. He passes to Hodges. Back to Cummings. Clock at 6. No good from the wing.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
No good from Paxson.
Boy, that was a tough one because if that goes down, you tie the score.
And you know they want it to go down. They put together a nice run. That would have tied it.
Dishes to Pierce. He kicks it to Cummings. He's against Oakley. Cummings' shot is good. Cummings got 40 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball, get out of the way.
Chicago calls timeout. They're behind by 4. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the fourth. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Jordan against Pierce. High post try, and that one's good. 52 points for Jordan.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're in front by 2. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Pierce. He dishes it to Cummings. And the shot is good. Cummings got 42 in the game.
That's their third straight make-off in the sixth.
Well, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
The drive by Jordan, rejected by Pierce. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. That's good from Pierce. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And the clock is their worst enemy right now.
And they've got to work very quickly here, Steve.
Paxson passes to Jordan. Oakley a screen on Pierce. And here's Corzine. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Pierce. Pass to Hodges. 24 seconds left in the game. Here's Sigma. And that one goes long. And here is Jordan. Fires from deep. Nails the tray. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, no question the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and polish it off.
Chicago calls timeout. They're losing by 6. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Well, never say never, I guess. They just have no quitting.
I think you have to respect that.
Lets it go from deep. And so the Bucks take the win. Both teams play well, but these guys have the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game.
Well said. Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Curry, Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Terry